Dang it. You can see where all my training went. God. Okay. They have 6 main business. God, Alright, so what qualifies me for this video, that's probably number one, what you're thinking, is that I used to work for Lush for about 1.5 years. I started 2 summers ago. Yeah, 2 summers ago I went to apply, and then I got in for the summer as a seasonal employee, and then after the summer was over, they asked me around like August. Yeah, like August they asked me to stay for the fall and winter time as a core employee, which was like, obviously I was like, heck yes. So basically this is just my experience and how I was hired, what I went through, and like blah blah blah, and let's get into it. Okay, so what it is that the first interview, sorry, not the first interview, hiring party. So how to get invited to a hiring party is, it's actually pretty easy. So you walk into the store and you ask the manager or whoever is there, like, hey, are you guys hiring? I was with my mom at the time. She was the one who asked because I was too nervous. So thanks, Mom, I love you. So you can go with your mom too. But went in, asked the manager who was not there. So we had a core employee named Zara. Hi, Zara. About like, hey, can we apply? And then what it is that she gave me the email and the location and all this stuff, all the jazz to contact. So what it was that I went home, I made a cover letter, made a resume, sent it into the email, and shabam, I got invited to a hiring party. If you don't know what a cover letter is, it's basically, why do I want this job? What am I qualified for this job for? And why should you hire me? That's it. So me personally, I talked about Lush having similar brand values. So I forgot to tell you, my bad. If you don't know what Lush is, wow. If you don't know what Lush is that it's a fresh handmade cosmetic store that has 6 main brand values, which I actually have a booklet for because I'm not gonna lie, I forgot. Shows how my training went, right? Cause I told you, like I stopped working for them right now, but what it is that they fight animal testing, one, which was what I talked about in my cover letter, because I only use cosmetic products that are cruelty-free, or I'm trying to strive away from them, or trying to find dupes for them, blah, blah, blah. Either or, just personally me, it's a big value of mine to have products that are not tested on animals, especially cosmetics and stuff like that, because you know what, I mean, come on, it's stupid. So, excuse my language. Fighting animal testing, fresh cosmetics, like, you know, fresh, organic, certified, everything like that. Ethical buying, sustainably sourced actually, which is amazing. 100% vegetarian. Sounds weird, but some products actually use like internal organs of mammals, or like, what's the correct term for this? There was this facial like serum spray, whatever, that I saw was like $200. It had the pancreas or the intestines of a sheep. And I was like, what the heck, cosmetic industry, why? Like, what is wrong with you? So, no offense to those who love that stuff, but I was just like, this is too crazy for me. Vegetarian. The store is actually 80% vegan, which is amazing. So the things that 20% that's not vegan, of course, it's beeswax and honey and eggs, because we use it for some shampoos to build the strength of the hair and the protein. We use eggs and then lanolin to soften the skin. Let's see, where am I at? And then everything is handmade, of course, which is so cool. So it's not a factory, it's not machine, it's people. People are making these things. Actually, if you go to the Lush site USA, or you know, the UK, wherever you want to look, they have both. They actually show the Lush kitchen, which is where all the products are made. So it's, again, not a factory, it's a kitchen. So they'll show you, well, they introduce you to the manufacturer, which is pretty cute, and then they'll show you how they make things all by hand, which is amazing. Ooh, fun fact, if you have a birthday with us, we actually get to make bath bombs with you at the party, which is pretty cool. That was 5. Last but not least, naked. So, naked. Sounds kind of weird. What it is that we call our products naked because they have 0 packaging on them. So anything that's solid, like a bath bomb, bubble bar, shampoo bar, solid shampoo, bubble wand, stuff like that have no packaging. They have no plastic, no cardboard, no tissue paper, none of that sort. It's eco-friendly because you take the bath bomb with you, you take it home, use it, it's biodegradable, goes into the water system, gets recycled as water, you're good to go. It's pretty pretty cool, isn't it? So those are the main values of Lush that I used in my cover letter. Of course, only the ones that really applied to me, which was being ethically sourced, eco-friendly with all the naked products, and also no testing on animals. So sent in my cover letter, sent in my resume. Sorry, there was a little sidetracked over there, sidetraction. So I sent in my cover letter, sent in my resume, and then I heard back like almost immediately, invitation to a hiring party. So a hiring party is basically a group interview, and it's the first thing you do into trying, like the first step into trying to get a job. So I showed up for the group interview, the hiring party, but I was nervous, of course, because I looked it up, and on Facebook it said it could be anywhere from 5 to 30 people. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, I cannot do this in in front of 30 people. Cause like, it's kind of scary. So went in, there were 6 of us, and I was like, thank God. So there were 6 of us, and what we did was the manager in training was there, Taylor, hey, and then Hannah, which was one of the core employees. Both some of the most beautiful people that I know. So we're in there, group circle, you know, icebreakers, talking about this, talking about that. The first thing they had us do actually was talk about your favorite Lush product. If you didn't have one, that's okay, because they'll understand, like, maybe you're not a complete total Lushie like I was obsessed. Some people are, and like, you know what, that's great. But if you really have no clue about it, again, that's okay. I advise you have some knowledge about it. Maybe go into a store, maybe look online, grab one of these handy dandy little booklets that tell you absolutely everything about the store. But if you're going in blindly, that's okay. You can say, you know what, I honestly, and they like honesty, who doesn't? So you go in and say, I really have not tried any of your products, but I would like to try this, or this looks interesting to me because of this, or you know what, my skin's really sensitive, so what do you recommend for this? Like, make it up, work with it, use what we got, walked around, talked about that. Then we had a partner, skit, where it was, you turn to your partner, tell them everything you can about you, you know, what you're comfortable with, they'll tell you stuff about them, and then the little like trick at the end was you turned back to your little group, and they were like, okay, cool, now pretend to like sell us this like person's like attributes, like tell us about them. Present, basically, not sell, that sounds weird, God. It's present to this person to the group. So my partner was Casey, and it was, I talked about like where she's from, what high school did she just graduate from, where is she looking for college, what does she want to seek as a major, her favorite sport's this, she really likes this from Lush, like all these fun little facts where it's basically the test is that how could you find some attributes of, well, in this case, a person, but later on it's gonna be like a product, and try to, advertise that to the customer, or present it in a nice, clean way, in a fun way too. So that was our first little game we played. Then we went on to demoing, and demoing is gonna be the main thing in every single one of your interviews. We demoed massage bars. If you don't know what those are, massage bars are basically solidified lotion. So like shea butter, cocoa butter, fair trade of course, some extra oils into them, and you melt them into your hands and just massage it onto your skin. And you give someone a nice little massage, and you're just like, of course they show you how to do it. It's a little bit more, it's like an interactive kind of interview. So you had your partners, you practiced the massage bars, and you pretended to be an employee. You were role playing. So role playing was the third thing. So 1, break the ice. 2, partner work. And then the third was demoing. So you want to demo it on them in a like luxurious way. So tell them about the product. Why would they like this? Why would it work for their skin, and what properties does it have? So one of them has rose oil in it, which is good for sensitive skin like me. Sensitive skin, dry skin, irritated skin, sunburned skin. Or there's one with cinnamon in it, good for sore muscles. There's one with pepper and something else for like a smoky kind of a scent. Again, it can also help relax your muscles too. One had coffee in it, which is good for perking up, your skin, perking up your skin. Your move by smelling in the coffee beans, also good for tightening the skin. So say you were struggling with cellulite, hey, Perk Up has coffee beans in it. Let's try this on your skin, tell me how this feels. So that was the demo part. That was it. That was the group party. The hiring party for the group. Sorry. Like I said, allergic to cats, so I'm like all sniffly, because of course I was like snuggling George. That was it. And then they were like, hey, you can ask any questions if you'd like. Now, I would recommend, if you go into an interview, especially at Lush, always have a question prepared. So one girl asked, it just looks really good. It shows like, I really want this, I'm serious about this, and I already want to know what can I do to progress. So one girl asked, how easy is it to move up into the company, move further up? One girl asked, do you give a demo for every person who comes in? My question was like, how do you know which sample size to use, because they have different sample sizes for different products. So my question was like, is there a limit to how many samples? Answer is no. So little tip, if you want to know, like, we're not going to say no, you cannot have a sample. Like, that's rude, and we will not say that. So technically there is no limit. I think the most samples I ever gave was maybe like 6, because again, that's excessive. So I just stopped because, well, one, that's all they needed. That was more than what they needed. But also we had a busy store and I had to keep going. So anyways, that was our second interview. Crap, that was our first interview. Second interview, me and Casey got asked back from the 6. I felt really bad for the other people, but stay tuned for those because I'll talk about that in a second. But Casey and I came in, second interview with the MIT manager in training, and then the manager, Kendra, and we were like, we were nervous. It's the manager. You're trying to get a job from her. So we did the same exact things. Break the ice, did some demos, and did some role play. Sorry if you can hear that. My neighbors are really weird. And they're always jumping. Like, maybe they were trampoline. I don't know. But we had to do demos on the manager, which was kind of intimidating, but she was really cool with it. My demo was like a lip scrub and a lip balm. So it's talking about a lip scrub, which ones they would like, what the ingredients are, why would they like this one, what properties does it have, and then, hey, after you scrub your lips, you know, it's really important to lock in that moisture. Let's get you a lip balm. Bam, that was it. So we did our little demos, talked to the manager, and then we left. Oh, I forgot to tell you. So the first interview, we actually all left with a bath bomb. They said, hey, you know what? You came into interview, let's send you home with a bath bomb, like for free. And we were like, okay, yeah, give me a bath bomb. So we all got a Butterball, which, if you know, Butterball is one of our little baby ones. It has fair trade cocoa butter and shea butter and vanilla in there, which smells like a nice warm cookie. And of course, citric acid, sodium bicarbonate, and baking soda to draw out the toxins, soften the water so it can just moisturize your skin. And then the second interview, Casey and I left with a yuzu and cocoa bubble roon, which is pretty cute because it's a bubble bar mixed with a macaroon because it looks like a macaroon. So it's a bubble roon. So you break it apart like a little cookie and you break it into the water with the pressure of the water and makes a big fun bubble bath. So yuzu, if you don't know, it's like a Japanese tangerine. It's like a citrusy little fruit that's like a little tiny one. And it's really good for getting rid of like dead skin, brightening up the skin, toning the skin texture, eating away the dead skin. And then the cocoa butter is in there to soften, of course, and you smell delicious. So we left with those little cute gifts. And then we left the hiring party, we left the second interview, and I heard nothing. So I waited a week, waited 2 weeks, and then I heard back, and I was so, oh my God, I was so heartbroken because I got the email from Kendra saying, you know what, thank you for interviewing, thank you for this, thank you for that, but we have no positions to offer. And I was like, oop, my phone's dying. And I was just like, oh, I was so sad, but also I was pretty salty. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, if you were not hiring anybody, I was like, why'd you interview all of us? But long story short, like I said, I would talk about the other people who sadly didn't make it. The bright side of the story was that a couple of them who interviewed for the first process that weren't asked to have a second one were asked to come in for the winter season. So they're always looking for like other people to have, maybe not at that, you know, point in time, but later on, which was pretty amazing, which actually happened to me. So I wasn't offered a job. I was so devastated. I was like, you know what, it's okay. We get on with life. It was a good experience. And then 2 months later, so I applied in May, did all that interview in May, and then July comes and I got called from Kendra saying, you know what, we have actually a position. Would you like it? Would you want to come in for another interview? And I was like, oh, heck yes, I would. So came in for the interview. Fun fact, it was on my birthday actually, so it was pretty cute. I had like some birthday luck. Went in, Casey was there too, and I was like, what? Because I thought she got the job, she thought I got the job. It was pretty funny. We had to go through the same process yet again for a third time. We go in with Kendra, and I believe it was still the manager in training, or it was Hannah, one of the core employees. We were there and we did demos, role play, and icebreakers. That was it. And they sent us home, and then we both got the job. We both got called in, did some training sessions, which consisted of learning about different ingredients, what ingredients are in what product, and like how to link them. They take their training very seriously, which is amazing, but it's so much knowledge at once. That was the first one. Second one was, what's the word? It was basically like how to make an interaction. So it's like, you know, greet them, determine their needs, suggest a product, do this, link here, demo, blah, blah, blah. So basically like the little cycle of what each customer should get as an experience. And then last but not least, the third time we came in for training was, it's kind of scary. So the Lush I was at was a smaller location, which was totally fine. We called it cozy. We said we were a cozy location. And what it was is that we were small, that we were so small, we didn't have a storage room like in the back or on the same floor. It was in the basement. Now, not our basement, it was in the basement of the mall. So we had to like walk out, walk over here behind like the parking lot. It was pretty creepy. We walked past there with a little tiny cart and we went into the storage unit, which, you know, a lot of malls have. So other stores were down there too. Went to the basement and it was basically everything in bulk. So it's all the bath bombs are over here, all like in their cardboard, of course, from shipping. And then like, you know, shampoos are here, conditioners are here. This is there if you need this, if you need that, blah, blah, blah. But that was our third training, and then we got sent in for our first day, and I got my apron, which I'm pretty sure I was supposed to give this back, but you know what? Whoops. No one asked for it back. I forgot I had it, and I left the store with it. But my little Lush apron, which, you know, I'm pretty sure, again, sorry, Lush. I'm probably going to go back there and work there for the winter time anyways, but hey, they give you your Lush uniform. It's actually pretty cute. You can customize it with little pins if you'd like. I wore a Tinkerbell pin on mine, and people call me like the Snow Fairy because it's one of our products, Snow Fairy. It's a shower gel with biodegradable glitter in it, and I was just like a little like, I don't know, I like to like run around everywhere and be like fun and be happy and interact with people. So they call me Little Snow Fairy, which, yeah. But that was basically it. Then we got in for our first day, and again, everyone's helpful. So on your first day, you get paired up with, like you see many places, like you're a trainee, you're next to a, you know, you're like stalking another employee of yours. Or coworker, sorry. So I was next to my coworker, and they show you basically how they would demo something, how they would interact with the customer, and then it's your turn. And you do that a couple times, and then you're on your own. Into store rotations, and you pick up customers, and of course your managers and fellow coworkers are there to help you. They'll pop in every once in a while, but then you're on your own. And that's how you get a job at Lush. So good luck. Let me know how it goes. Let me see. This is my first YouTube video ever, so you'll see it's pretty like amateur. But hey, you know what? We're all just trying. So I figured we can give this YouTube thing a try. Also, Lush is a great company. I know a lot of people want to work for them, and I know it's kind of nerve-wracking to go into being like, you know what, I want a job here. So I wanted to use what I went through to help you guys if you want to work there, if you are waiting to hear back, if you have to go to a hiring party, or you're just downright curious, like, watch this video, you know? But leave a comment, let me know if you're trying to go for Lush, or if you have any other questions, or if you got the hiring party, if you got the job, like, oh, you got the job. Also, any other videos you want. So I might make a video of like my personal experience there, maybe why I left, my favorite products, my least favorite products, or even if you want me to like recommend you some skincare. It's all, I have so much Lush knowledge in my head. It's of the products, of course. I know this was pretty rocky because this was over like a year and a half ago I did all of this, and I totally forgot it. But thanks for bearing with me. This is my first video ever. Oh my god, it's kind of exciting. It's kind of nerve-wracking. But you know what? I think it's okay. So please let me know how it goes. Subscribe to this channel. I always forget about that. Subscribe to the channel. I have my Instagram link below because it's literally the only other social media I use. YouTube, Pinterest, Instagram. That's it. But I hope you have a lovely, lovely day. Lovely day. I hope you have a lovely day, and I hope you really like this video. And please subscribe. All right. Bye, George. No, he's gonna go for a nap. Bye. Okay, so working for Lush. No.